Hi, it's Gabrielle, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to know if you're right for each other and when to trust your gut. For over 12 years, I've been a licensed professional counselor and relationship expert in private practice in Boulder, Colorado. I'm also the author of The Power Couple Formula. My practice is grounded in the science of what makes relationships work. And in this video, I'm going to show you that contrary to a lot of relationship advice out there, listening to your gut feelings is often the last thing that you want to do if you're interested in healthy relationships. Hard to believe, isn't it? But stay tuned. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button right here. If you enjoy this, then just give it a like and share it. And please go to my website, thepowercoupleformula.com, for lots more information about how to build an amazing relationship. So many relationship tips I read online suggest that you should listen to your intuition when it comes to deciding if you're with the right person, that you should listen to your gut. Marriage advice often says that you should distinguish between your fears and your intuition about relationship. You shouldn't give in to your fears, but you should listen to your intuition. You may think to yourself, am I afraid to commit? And wonder if you're just giving in to some unfounded fear, overthinking or overanalyzing your relationship, or is that your intuition speaking? Here's the truth. Distinguishing between fear and intuition is almost impossible to do. That's because intuition isn't some magical compass that helps us tell the difference between right and wrong. When scientists researched intuition, they found that people develop intuition because they've had years of experience doing something. It's this experience that seems to give them direct knowledge about what to do in a particular situation without having to think about it rationally. But what if you've experienced a lot of toxic relationships? If intuition, meaning knowing directly what to do in a particular situation, is based on loads of experience being in similar situations, how do you think having lots of negative experiences in relationships in the past is going to affect the formation of your intuition? If you're an airline pilot and you've had lots of experiences successfully navigating your way through storms, then that's a good thing. But if you're an alcoholic and you've had lots of experiences negotiating yourself to the next bar, that kind of intuition isn't something you want to use to guide your life. Relying on your intuition to avoid toxic relationships can get you into a lot of trouble. The fact of the matter is that your perspective on life in general, and people in particular, is colored by many factors outside of your conscious awareness. Dr. Stan Tatkin talks about how our perception is constantly being colored by our mood and our memory. Let's break this down because it's going to teach you a lot about where your intuition comes from. Lots of things color our perception in the present moment. One of those things is our early life experiences with our parents. We've talked a lot about this in previous videos. You experience your current relationship through the lens of your early experiences with your parents and other caregivers when you were little. If you saw your parents fight a lot, then fighting might just be part and parcel of how you think about relationships. But you might not even know that you're thinking about them that way. It might just be so much a part of what you expect in relationships that you barely even know it's happening. It's kind of like an intuitive sense of this is how relationships go. Your perception is also colored by many other things. For starters, your state of mind in the moment that you're considering the particular issue. You may notice that if you think about how you feel about your partner when you're in a good mood, you probably have a very different take on your relationship than you do when you're not feeling so great. So if you're in a negative frame of mind, it's actually more likely that you're going to call to mind memories that match your negative state. So the time that, he got ice cream for himself, but he didn't get you one. Or he showed up late to your cousin's wedding. Or the time that he rolled over in bed instead of reaching out to hold you. So your memories of your partner change depending on your mood. That only makes sense, right? But that's going to affect your intuition. Something that feels right one moment could feel really kind of crappy the next. It turns out, though, that the reverse is also true. Your memories also affect your state of mind. If you call to mind positive memories of feeling loved, seen, and understood by your partner, that's going to have a positive effect on your mood. And then you're more likely to think, hey, this is a great relationship. So your mood, your early experiences, your memory are constantly influencing your intuition. The conclusion is that the sum total of your intuition is made up of every positive, negative, feeling, emotion, memory, good, bad, and beautiful, ecstatic, horrible experience that you've ever had. All are going into this one moment where you're trying to determine whether you're with the right person or not. So your intuition is not a compass. So if you shouldn't rely on your intuition, what should you rely on? Well, I suggest you rely on the facts. There are certain factors that can determine whether this is a no-fly zone or get me to the church on time. Now there's a lot to say about this topic, but I'm just going to focus on 3 important things. If these things aren't in place, it's time to move on. Number 1, commitment to self-awareness. If partners are going to be successful in relationship, they need to be committed, both of them, to the areas where they tend to create problems in the relationship. It's important that they're curious and interested in themselves and how they contribute to the problem. You don't have to go back to school and get a PhD in psychology. You just have to be committed to understanding yourself and working on the relationship. Number 2, unwillingness to repair injuries. If your partner is consistently unwilling to admit that they're wrong or to look at things that they might be doing that are hurting you or damaging the relationship, it's time to leave. Number 3, commitment to the relationship. This is a big one. If you and your partner have been together for at least a year and one or both of you is still on the fence about whether you should be in or out, it's time to resolve that issue once and for all. According to Singer and Scarrett in their book, Positive Couple Therapy, Using We Stories to Enhance Resilience, part of creating a secure relationship means making your relationship the most important commitment in your life. It means having a shared understanding with your partner that both of you are all in. It means having each other's backs, making frequent expressions of commitment and loyalty to one another. Happy couples create healthy relationships through the values of self-awareness, a willingness to work on the relationship together, a willingness to repair injuries, and a commitment to one another. So before you end up at a Vegas hotel getting married by Elvis because your intuition told you so, remember the things that really matter. It's the facts on the ground. So now I'd like to hear from you. Share an intuition horror story where your intuition got you into trouble, where something really felt right to you, but then later on you could see where it just skidded off the rails and it had been the wrong decision. Leave me your comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.